52 in the face.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, 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 Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops, great millstone. Peace and blessing to the house of David. You elect out there, okay? Peace and blessing to the house of David, the elect, beginning with the 140 and 4,000, as well as the 1/3 and the innumerable Israelites scattered among the nations, the different men, women, and little ones, little boys, and little girls whom Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, is going to have mercy on this time, whoever you may be. Okay? You got a little time to speak, man, you know, so you just want to do another video. All right. And, you know, I want to speak about the topic of Easter. Where can we find Easter in the Bible? Because, as you can see, there's a lot of people out right now basically getting ready for what they call Easter. But that's not the Easter mentioned in the Bible. You know? The Easter that these people out here are getting ready to celebrate, that's not in the Bible. It's nowhere in the Bible. But you can find the word Easter within the Bible, but it's really a different word. You know? I see GMS and his likeness in the room. Bible Shah, bro, if you could put up Acts 12 and 4. Actually, Bible Shah, bro, if you could put up Acts 12, we can read verse 3 down to 4. You know? Now, spirit on you, like if you want to, you could put up verse 1 down to 4. Verse 4 is the point. But especially 3 and 4 in Acts 12, you know? So, you know, we'll move in the spirit, you know what I'm saying? If you want to just get all 4 verses, but the key points is in verses 3 and 4, you know? Because once again, you know, the celebration in which these people are getting ready to partake, okay, what they call Easter, that's not in the Bible, you know? So I just want to do a video on that, you know what I'm saying? You know, you see a lot of people busying about themselves, you know? It's Friday, so-called Friday. Friday ain't in the Bible, you know? These different days of the week, that's not in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But you got people out here doing what they call turning up, you know? Turning up on so-called Friday. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they gonna party tonight, they gonna party tomorrow. And on so-called Sunday, they gonna celebrate what they call Easter. But that Easter is not in the Bible. Now we'll read the book of Acts for edification. Acts chapter 12, ate the water, bro. Now, brother, put up the first verse. So yeah, we'll just read 1 down to 4, so you can read it in its context. To quote the beloved Elder Apostle Gabar, we give you the facts. Okay? We got to give you the facts, baby. You know what I'm saying? So Acts 12 and 1. Acts chapter 12, verse 1. Now about that time, Herod the king stretched forth his hands to vex certain of the church, meaning to persecute. You know, the church, which is the body of Yahweh Shai, the believers in Yahweh Shai, were being persecuted. And this Herod right here, you know, scholars say is Herod Agrippa the first. All right. This is supposed to be Herod Agrippa the first. You know, you look into the Herodian dynasty; those were Edomites. They were portraying themselves to be Jews. Basically, that they're similar to the Jew-ish people today, and I hate putting both of those words together. You know, Jew and ish. You know, because we know that they're not us. You know what I'm saying? But basically, the Herods were like unto them. The Herods were Edomites that were pretending to be Israelites. Okay, and some of them even look like us. You know, because the Herods were intermarrying, you know, with our people. You know, They would marry Israelite women, so their offspring could look like Israelites. And it's basically what Amalek did. You know, the Herods, they did the same thing. So reading this again, Acts 12 and 1. Now about that time, Herod the king, Herod Agrippa the first, stretched forth his hands to vex, meaning to persecute, certain of the church. And he killed, meaning he murdered, and he murdered James, the brother of John, with the sword. Okay? So he murdered James. All right, now it says, and because he saw it pleased the Jews, it pleased wicked Israelites, because, you know, the majority of our people didn't believe in Yahushua, just like they don't believe in him now. Okay, nothing new under the sun. And because he saw it pleased it pleased the Jews, and because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also. So he had Peter arrested. He had the apostle Peter arrested. Then were the days of unleavened bread. There we go. Then were the days of unleavened bread. Let's read some more. Verse 4. Acts 12 and 4. And when he had apprehended him, when he arrested him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people. This isn't the Easter that these people are getting ready to celebrate. Once again, you see people out here with Easter baskets, you know how Jake do, and Jake go all out, man. They selling Easter baskets, they're selling Easter outfits, you know. Once again, they're gonna party tonight, they're gonna party, they partying now. I'm laughing because, you know, you see Jake, you know, and it's sad, really, you know what I'm saying? But this is our people. They're just more proof. These them same Israelites that the Lord brought out of Egypt, man. Look what they doing. And they don't want to leave Egypt, you know, all over again. Jake want to stay in Egypt, man. You know? And Jake out here behind the wheel, turning up. You know, once again, they partying right now. They're gonna party tonight. They're gonna party tomorrow, and then so-called Sunday they're gonna celebrate what they call Easter. But that Easter they getting ready to celebrate is really paganism. That's paganism. That's paganism that stems back to ancient Babylon. Okay. To Babel, you know, the Babylon that Nimrod actually ruled over. You know. That's how far back you could look into as far as the origins of Easter. It stems back to ancient Babylon, the one in the very beginning. You know, you read the book of Genesis, you know. So these people are partaking in the ancient paganism. And that's more proof that America's Babylon the Great, because the celebration of Easter stems back to ancient Babylon, to the first Babylon, actually. Okay? And also the Neo-Babylonian Empire, they celebrated the same thing as well. You know, you have deities such as Ashtaroth. Ashtaroth, this is another word for Easter. It's pretty much a fertility goddess. And in the first Babylonian Empire that Nimrod ruled over, his wife went by the name of Semiramis. You know, some say Semiramis, you know. And they had a son called Tammuz, you know. And just thinking to the point of this video, as you can see, you know, right now, and actually going back to last Saturday, you know, to you know, so-called Saturday. Once again, these days of the week are not in the Bible, you know, but to help us keep up with time, you know, that's why I'm mentioning it. Going back to last so-called Saturday at sundown, we had the Passover ceremony, okay, and up until, you know, this week, up until to right now, today, you know, so-called Friday, we've been in the days of unleavened bread, and that ends tomorrow sundown. Okay, that's what the disciples, the Lord's disciples, were keeping, because we read Acts 12 and 3. Let me read it again. Acts 12 and 3. And because he saw it pleased the Jews to persecute the believers, because the majority of our people didn't believe in Yahweh Shai. You know, just like today, you know. He proceeded further to take Peter, to have Peter arrested. To take Peter also, then were the days of unleavened bread. What's the days of unleavened bread? The Passover. Now you have the actual ceremony itself, but then you have the days of unleavened bread. 7 days. Okay, which 7 means completion. It means completion or perfection. All right. But it says, then were the days of unleavened bread. So when you read in verse 4, and when he had apprehended him, arrested him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter. Now it says Easter, but look that word up. Intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people. That word Easter right there is Passover. Look it up. It goes back to the Greek word Paschal, and the Hebrew will be Pesach. All right. Which, all these languages really go back to the Hebrew. So when you look that up, the word Easter isn't right there, man. Okay. That's an error. Because when you look into the history of the scriptures, you had a lot of wicked of our people, as well as the different groups. You have the Bible destruction group. You have different men that would tamper with the scriptures, but the Lord gave us the Holy Spirit to really see what these things mean, But you have wicked church fathers, Everybody knows about, Constantine the Great and the Council of Nicaea, They incorporated certain pagan customs, within the church and among our people. But that word Easter right there, it originally means the Passover. It's not the Easter these people getting ready to celebrate. So you see them out here with Easter baskets, selling outfits, selling ties. And I hate a fucking tie, man. Now, there's one thing you wear a suit, but you put a tie on, you done fuck the whole outfit up. Because that tie, it goes back to the obelisk, which goes back to Egypt. It's basically phallus worship. It goes back to the worship of a man's sexual organ. That's what a tie really means. You see somebody with a suit and a tie on, that tie is a phallic symbol. So that's wickedness, man. But once again, this is more proof that we are in the new Babylon. This is Babylon the Great. This is also the new Egypt. This is also new Rome. Okay. But that's the point, bro. The Easter in the scriptures really isn't Easter. It's the Passover. Because you read verse 3, Acts 12:3, it says, then were the days of unleavened bread. There's simple things you could prove in the scriptures, man. All you have to do is read. But see, the majority of our people don't like to read. And they out here sacrificing themselves, sacrificing their little ones, their sons and daughters. And the most whack excuse that you Israelites give is that y'all do it for the kids, man. And the whole English language is off, because a kid means a baby goat. You know what I'm saying? But Jake say they do this for their sons and their daughters. But you sacrificing them. And that's pretty much you worshiping your little ones. You're worshiping your babies. You say you're doing it for them. So you pretty much having them celebrate Easter, pagan worship, which stems back to ancient Babylon. You having them sacrifice to Satan, and then you're doing it. But you're sacrificing them. You're giving them over to the fire, man. Because see, in today's time, Israelites are not out here literally putting their sons and daughters in the fire. Hey, but you got some wicked Israelites out there too. So maybe some things that we just don't know about. And you look at the state of our women, boy. I mean, the Israelite woman, she's as worse as she could ever be. Case in point, I'm in the Walmart parking lot right now. And you know it get hot as hell in the summer, all over Babylon, but especially in the South. You know, think about Texas. You think about I mean everywhere. Throughout the states, but especially the South. You think about Texas, Arizona. Where else? The Carolinas, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama. And it gets super hot as hell in Mississippi, man. But you got Eve. She'll rush in a damn Walmart or anywhere. Eve will call herself going into a store anywhere or going to the club, and they'll leave their son and their daughter in the car. You know, when it's a heat advisory, the Israelite woman will leave their sons and daughters in the car. You burnt them alive. So there's the different ways they do it. You got our women, they getting abortions and stuff. That's them sacrificing their sons and daughters, But also when y'all keep these wicked, holidays, with the word holiday, it goes back to holy day. But these are not holy days. Easter wicked as hell, man. When you look at the actual origins of it, and this video isn't so much about that. You can look at the pagan origins of Easter on your own, And being a grown ass man and a grown woman, you should know not to celebrate that stuff. Painting eggs and hiding them. What they got to do with the scriptures, But Jake do it based off of tradition. And this is the Matrix. Easter, that's a thing of this world. That's why people do it. They don't question it. That's a thing of this world. All these so-called holidays, Christmas, you know what I'm saying? What Jake celebrated already, St. Patrick's Day, even though he was an Israelite when you look him up. But y'all just out here, you really just want to find a reason to party. And that shows you these the Israelites. Jake will use any reason they can to party, Jake really don't believe in all this stuff, but they just want to party, But there's no excuse though, because you're still sacrificing to Satan when you do that, Valentine's Day, you do it for your boo, but then Easter you say you're doing it for your kids, but you're sacrificing them to false gods, man. Nimrod, Semiramis, Tammuz, because Tammuz, he liked eggs. Look him up. Look at the pagan origins of Easter on your own. Semiramis, she liked eggs. She claimed she came down, from the moon in a giant egg. Hey, these philosophies are bugged out, but people don't look it up. But that's what you're actually celebrating. But Lord will, man, the Lord just bring an end to this shit because Jake not gonna stop celebrating stuff, bro. But just, quick video, man, just, more proof that these holidays are not in the Bible. That word Easter in Acts 12:4 really is the Passover. And once again, read verse 3. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get this real quick by Yanagai Israel, Benjamin, and shalom to you brothers tuning in. Shalom to GMS in his likeness. Shalom to the elder brother Manat Zagba. All right, this is Leviticus 18:21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech. And Jay do it in different ways, man. Now, if you Israelites that actually sold out in this society, you want your sons and daughters to be in Hollywood. You sacrificing them to Molech, basically. It's different ways you sacrificing your sons and daughters. But we just see the full spectrum of it in this society, man. Which shows you the Lord, he's eventually going to say enough is enough, man. Look at Will Smith family. Look at Dwayne Wade's family. And I can go on and on, man. Look at look at Kanye West's daughter, that he had by Kim. This place is done, man. It's over. Okay, but just like the lowest form of our people selling out is by them keeping these pagan customs. Because let's say if you didn't go to Hollywood, let's say if you didn't sell your soul, you didn't sign a contract, just by you keeping these different so-called holidays, in this world, you're still giving Satan your energy, buying a damn Easter basket and buying you a fucking outfit that you about to wear at church. Got nothing to do with the Lord, man. But it feels good to the flesh, you know? And man, bro, I must have, been around a coworker and they'll listen to some gospel music. And I ain't want to be rude. I just want to get the hell up out the car because I wanted to say something. But you at work, you got to pretty much like deal with certain stuff. But bro, I want them to cut that shit off. That gospel music, bro, it really sound like demons. The way you hearing them sing, I'm like, man, shit, I don't want to hear this right now. I dealt with it when I was, around my coworker, but bro, this place is demonic. Christianity is demonic, man. And then when you look around lately, you got people in the LGBTQ, whatever letter they want to add, people in that nasty community, they're in these churches. And you have a lot of these pastors and women deacons, they all freaks, Get up out them churches, man. The Lord ain't there. But let me read it again. Leviticus 18:21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am Yahweh. Right. So when you go to church, you're profaning the name of your God because you worshiping a false God. Now, there was a point in time when our people was ignorant. But as of right now, really, bro, Jay know about Israel, man. By this time, the way this truth is pretty much spread all throughout the earth, our people know. They know better. But they choosing to still do this stuff, man. They're choosing to still celebrate Easter and everything else that they celebrate. Okay? What did Yahweh say? He said, if he had not come unto them and spoke to them, then had they not sinned. But now they have no cloak for their sin. Meaning they don't have a covering. They don't have an excuse. The average Jake know about Israel. The average Jake really know they're Israelite by now, man. Even if they don't fully believe in it, they're not converted. The average Jake knows now, and you'll bump into them or they'll bump into you, try to put you on some knowledge, because Israel is big now, you know what I'm saying? But just showing you there is no excuse as far as for our people still celebrating these pagan customs. And what you're doing, you're really jeopardizing the lives of your family. If you love them so much, you would really stop that shit and you would make them stop it. Now, you can't so much control what the woman does, but as far as your offspring, your seed, you could choose not to have them do it. Now, if you and your woman separate and, your woman, she still wants to be wicked and have them celebrate these pagan holidays, that's out of your control. Ultimately, long as you serve the Lord, the Lord will have mercy on your seed, and you'll gain them back. But for people that know better, choose not to do better, that's going to be on them. And a lot of this wickedness, you women are at the helm of it. A lot of this wickedness, you women are at the helm of it because, especially like for these households that are controlled, hey, you got single parent households, the majority of the people that lead these households are women. Okay? And women by default, they're gonna like do that. They're gonna like keep these wicked customs going. Like you read in the book of the prophet Ezekiel, is it chapter 8? But it says how there's sad women weeping for Tammuz. And whether you know it or not, Tammuz is who you celebrating when you celebrate Easter. But it says women. It singles out women. It singles out women weeping for Tammuz. So that spirit is still on our women today. Okay? They really believe in this society. They believe in this so-called white man. They believe in this system. And the majority of them are not going to let this go. But, as far as for you brothers, that believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and very few sisters, there's a few Akwaf out there that believe, you know what I'm saying? Far few and in between, but they out there. For those y'all that do believe, to be separate from this world, okay? And just it's just a good idea. It's just a good idea to not be around your so-called family during this time, because they'll want to reel you into that bullshit. Oh, just come around, just come around. Now, you can be cordial with people, you know how to deal with people, but it's also good not to go to a lot of these family functions, man. Family reunions and times when they getting together, because they'll want to reel you into their bullshit. And oil and water don't mix. We got our side, they got their side. And they're not going to be converted, bro. We in 2024, they still celebrating that shit. They going to keep celebrating that stuff. If anything, what they're going to want to do, because Satan is working through them, they're going to want to bring you to the dark side. That's why they're going to want to, they're going to want to convince you to come to these different family functions and time they get together. They're not going to believe in the truth, bro. Once again, we in 2024, Now, if it be the Lord's will, he'll work a miracle when that time comes. But see, for a lot of our people, they got to see things happen. And even then, they still not going to get it, But just, it's good to be separate during this time, Because the Lord, he's making moves on the earth, And he may be bringing judgment on particular people, and like you in the thick of that, you in the way, man. And you don't want to get jacked up being around them, But yeah, I'm starting to rant now, so I'm going to get ready, to get up out of here. I pray this is edifying, though. Hey, Acts 12:4, that word for Easter right there is really Passover. The word in the Greek is Pascal, but it goes back to the Hebrew word Pesach, which means Passover. I pray this is edifying. I want to give all praise to our power, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash, double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops, great millstone. That still well. All right. Peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect out there. You brothers, as well as you few amount of sisters that believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And for right now, I'm going to say shalom.